The only artificial intelligence that aims to become a true Hollywood studio on your computer has just received a major update and has become one of the best options for you to make a short film. I'm talking about LTX Studio. Here, let me open it right on my computer. So what's its purpose? Its purpose is to handle everything from script creation to building the storyboard, generating digital actors, creating images, and making videos. You do it all directly within this tool. And why has it now become one of the best options? Because its image and video generation used to not be that impressive. So the system was interesting, but you know, if you don't have good images, if you don't have good videos, you end up not having a good movie. But that just changed because they partnered with the best image generator and the best video generator ever. I'm going to show you all of this on my computer screen. But before we start, leave a comment below. Which image AI do you use? Which one is your favorite? And which video AI do you think is the best on the market? Comment below, I want to know. So let's go straight to the screen here. LTX Studio. Visualize your concept, visual storytelling with AI technology from concept to delivery on an integrated platform. So, as I said, what's the idea here, right? How do you make a short film, a movie? First, you create the script. And here you have the option to create the script scene by scene. This is a lot of work because what I usually do in my productions is one artificial intelligence creates the script, another creates the images, another creates the videos. Then there's another artificial intelligence that you use for editing, another AI to create the background music, and yet another AI to create the sound effects. And here with LTX Studio, you can do everything. I'm going back to LTX Studio because now, as I mentioned, not only can you do all of this, but you also get the best in images and the best in video. In fact, if you want to know the AIs I use to create channels in my native language, as well as in English, Spanish, and German, I'll tell you in a bit how you can download the complete mind map, okay? But let's go. Here you create the storyboard, which is the script. Then you cast the characters, you create the characters, right? Or the actors. Look how amazing that is. Then you can edit right here. You can edit your photo. You can edit the video, of course, making some of the more basic edits, right? It's not deep editing or anything, but for sure, like you can do it. Like you can create something professional, have an edit that will exceed your expectations, right? It's the essentials. So you have a synopsis, you have the cast, you create the video, and then you export it. Let's go into the tool now. You can try it out for free and then check out the plans. Wonderful. Look, right here on the main screen, you have the option to create the script, the option to generate the video, the option to generate the image, and the option to cast the actors, to create the actors. Isn't that interesting? Here in the storyboard area, you can put your ideas, okay? You can put a draft of the script here, or you can ask the artificial intelligence to help you. You enter some ideas and ask the artificial intelligence to fill in the rest. Besides that, there are also some examples here. Look, horror movie style, here a nightmare, here a more realistic one, here a more historical film. Look how interesting. Here are some optional settings. For example, you can set the atmosphere to the 1980s if you want to create a car chase scene. Look how interesting. Here you choose the format, whether you want it customized, a short film, or a commercial, because you don't have to make a movie, you can make a commercial. Maybe you want to sell this Starbucks mug here. I'm not sponsor so you can create an actor, right? Who will be the actor for the commercial. And then they'll be holding the mug, which you'll specify in the video prompt. So what can you do? You can sell your own product or you can sell a third-party product, right? You can be hired to make this commercial. My company provides these services, okay? And I've already sold commercials for anywhere between $200 and $500 on average, depending on the number of videos, the complexity of the video, and also the deadline. So look how interesting that is. To make a commercial for around $200 to $500, go ahead and convert that to your own currency, since you're listening to me in Portuguese, English, Spanish, or German. Anyway, you can make films, you can make animations, and you can make commercials. Here you select the genre action, science fiction, television, commercial, and so on. Here, the tone, for example, a more humorous tone, a more dramatic tone. And look how cool this is. You can add narration here or even include a speech. Here, it already depends because what happens, it could be the narrator, so you add the narration. But if you use the best AI video generator available now, which is Google's VEO 3, I've already made several videos about it here on the channel, and I'll leave a link at the end for you to watch. But basically, you can add the audio, you can put the dialogues directly into the prompt. I'll show you some here on my channel. Look, this was the last video. Check it out. It's on all my channels. So go to the channel you're watching this video on now and search for VEO 3. But look how interesting. Both the sound effects and the dialogues were all created using prompts in Google VEO 3, which is now integrated here in LTX Video.
And there's still time to play for Tigreño. It's paying a lot. Look at this. Cracking sun. We've been here since dawn and there are still people. I'm outraged that there are still people today who think this was built by aliens. Oh, give me a little kissy, go on.
Oh my no, your mouth stinks of carrion.
Of course, yeah, they hadn't invented toothpaste yet, I brush with crap. Who took my 8-night watermelon ice? Get ready, things are about to get crazy, you bastard.
So you see, it's the impressive realism with the whole setting, with sound, with dialogue. Dialogue even manages to capture the regional dialect. So it has the accent depending on the region and depending on the country. You can set it to any language you want. And how do you take this video and sell it to clients? Do you monetize it? I teach my mentees how to create up to 10 sources of income using artificial intelligence. By creating this video, as I've already mentioned here in this very video, you can monetize a YouTube channel. I have 12 channels, 9 of them monetized in 4 different countries, but you can also attract clients and sell to them. You can make an educational video and sell it to schools. You can make a corporate video like those training videos you sell within companies. And then you sell it. I've already sold training packages to companies, those 3 or 4 corporate videos, and made over $500. So it's definitely something you can do. And every time there's new training needed, if you did a good job, you can sell more as well. So there are many possibilities. Once you learn, you can sell a course, you can sell mentorship. Continuing here, I'm going to go back to the screen. Look, for example, we were just in the script writing section. If you go into the image generation section here, which image AI is it using? It's using the best image AI. And which is the best image AI today? Flux Kontext. With a K, Flux Kontext. Basically, Flux came out and surpassed her, actually. It tied with Midjourney, which was always in first place. Then ChatGPT came along, got an update, and the 3 of them ended up as first, second, and third, the top 3. And then this version of Flux Kontext came out, and this Flux Kontext surpassed everyone because it's the best, both in terms of text-like. When you add text to an image, it looks perfected in terms of character consistency. You can repeat the same characters across multiple images. And when you're making a movie, you want the actor to be the same actor throughout the entire film, right? You can't keep changing the main characters, can you? So it turned out perfect. And now LTX used it here, right? Partnered with the best in images and the best in video. So what do you do here? You click here on image, you generate your image. Look, you enter your prompt here. You can upload a reference image. You can choose if you want 16 by 9, if you want 1 by 1, which is square, or 9 by 16, which is like shorts, like reels, or Instagram and TikTok. 16 by 9 is what you're seeing here on YouTube. Besides that, here, the shot type is basically the styles you can use. You can set camera angles, so it already gives you some really cool filters. Here, other styles, look. Cinematic, vintage, pop, how interesting. And you can also use a reference image. Maybe you've already created a character, like I mentioned, right? You've already created a character, then you put it here to repeat the character. So you're creating the actors. You create Marina, and then you upload Marina's image. So she appears as the same Marina in other images. Anyway, or you click here on video, right? And then you enter the video prompt. Here you choose if you want the LTX models, which, as I mentioned, aren't that great. VEO 2 is very good, but it's Google's old model, and now there's VEO 3. VEO2 is very good, but the thing is, it doesn't generate background sound effects or lip sync dialogues, which is something interesting here in LTX. Recently, I made a video of a realistic Spider-Man going through places like the Statue of Liberty, Times Square in New York, and also Disney. It's in a vlog format, right? You know that format called POV? Take a look at how it turned out. And now it would be much easier to do in LTX Studio since I used VEO3, but I had to use other AIs to write the script. If you go to my channel AI Cinema, which is already monetized, I already make around, well, some months I make $1,000, some months I make $1,200 and so on. Some months I make $800, it depends. But look how interesting this is. Check out this video here. This is my brand, Geek Studios.
All right, dear chat, let's make this vlog awesome. Hey, Lady Liberty, you and the Hulk should start a club. The big three and occasionally angry, but you got a much better pose. Hey, everyone. Yeah, it's me. Train safe, relax. Trying to find the chameleon here is impossible. Is he Mickey? Goofy? With his terrible fashion sense, my money's on Donald Duck. And look at her, the Statue of Liberty.
Anyway, go check out the channel, subscribe, and leave a comment on the video too. So, what could we do differently here? I could use LTX Studio to create the script, design Spider, man's image, make the animation, and do the dialogues using Flux to create the visuals, and Google's VEO3 for the animation and dialogues. Or I could generate it directly within LTX Studio. You know, I could use the text-to-video concept and automatically generate it in VEO3, but by creating all the storyboards, because if you look here, each of these is a scene. This is one scene, this is another scene, this is another scene, this is another scene, this is another scene, and so on. I did all of this separately using several AIs. Now, here in LTX Studio, I can do everything in the same place. Isn't that amazing? Leave a comment below about what you think. What do you all think of LTX Studio with this whole setup? And now, besides being able to create the script and cast the characters, you have the best image AI and the best video AI. If you want a real tutorial on LTX Studio, let me know in the comments below, okay? And now we have our channel club. If you're a level 1 member, I'll send you the videos in advance and reply to your comments with priority. But if you're at level 2, when you make a post in the community now, you can even post with images in our channel community, okay? Just click on Access Community and you'll get there. If you're a level 2 member of the channel club, post any questions you have there, okay? Any image, or maybe you want me to review a video, post it there too, because if you're level 2, I'll prioritize that analysis. And level 2 also gets exclusive videos just for members, all right? So I recommend becoming a member. Level 1 or level 2 will help, but level 2 has way more benefits, all right? How do you download the mind map to find out which AIs I use? The link here in the description and pinned in the first comment, you'll find a link that takes you to a website with all the instructions for downloading it, okay? That's it. I'll see you in these recommendations I'm leaving here. All right? See you in the next video.